Hey guys and welcome! As you've seen by the title of today's video, we're gonna talk about the second closed alpha for Battlefield 5. But not only that, we're also gonna take a look at how EA is actually communicating the changes they are doing to Battlefield 5 and how honest and open they actually are with the players about what they're doing. So, without any more talking, let's get to it. The article you're looking at right now is the official statement posted on Battlefield.com website. It was the first thing released by EA explaining all of the new changes in this build of the game. Now, interestingly though, couple of minutes after that article went up, or a bit longer than that, there has been an official post on Battlefield forums, the official forums, made by developer Jakub Aymal, who's working on developing Battlefield 5. Now let's take a look at both of them, compare them and see how false the official statement actually is after you see all of the changes implemented. Let's get to it. Right now you're looking at the official EA statement, or whoever else wrote it, on Battlefield.com website. Let me read you a couple of the sentences here. The second closed alpha is built directly from the first closed alpha and will not contain any changes to the available maps, modes, weapons, remember about weapons, and vehicles. However, there are a few important changes we want to evaluate with you. Now, that's it. There is no more explanation of the actual changes they've made to the weapons and what they did. If you clicked on the highlighted weapons and vehicles that you can see on the screen right now, the text is highlighted in orange, you're actually redirected to the website listing weapons and vehicles from Battlefield 5, not the actual website listing the changes that we will see now based on Jakub Aymal's article on Battlefield forums. Also, official website. Now you're looking at a part of his article. I'm reading it from the article, based on what he exactly wrote. Additionally, we have done some tweaks to the damage models of the weapons when it comes to minimum/maximum damage, damage fall-off and headshot multipliers. This is done to give a more individual character to each weapon and pushing team to excel in those combat scenarios that they are intended for. Wait a second. Didn't we just read an official statement clearly saying that, quote-unquote, it will not contain any changes to the available weapons, modes, weapons and vehicles? Yes, we did. That's how open EA/DICE/whoever else is responsible for writing this article is with the players about changes they are doing to Battlefield 5. Now, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't ask about it and why exactly are they doing it. The response I got from Jakub on Twitter was: the blog post is meant to give an overview while the forum post has some more details for those players that want more details. Now, let's rephrase it. So, EA, or DICE, whoever else made the decision, decided not to include the most important details about the update into the official statement. They decided to put it in a different article, hidden on the forums. It's not even published on the official website, the main page of Battlefield, it's not even linked in the article as the additional changes or something along those lines. It's only linked on Twitter by developers designing the game. How is the public supposed to know they want to know more details if they even have no idea that those exist? I'll leave links to both of the articles down in the description in case you want to check and see that those are not fake. In fact, I didn't fake it just for the video, that's an actual fact. However, remember that if you're looking at the link couple of hours later or even couple of days later, DICE/EA/whoever else is responsible might have actually changed it and fixed all of the issues, because I can guarantee you it's gonna get a big backlash. So now comes the essence of this video. Why did they try hiding it? Well, that's because they pretty much redesigned the whole gunplay of Battlefield 5 and didn't want players to know. Well, too bad, because those changes wouldn't go through without noticing. There is no way, DICE. No way. All of the weapons that were somewhat good in the initial build and players were complaining about them got totally nerfed. Let me give you an example. The first one, the Gewehr 43, decreased max damage range from 26.5 meters down to 15, increased damage fall of range from 51.5 to 60 meters. Right, that's not really a big buff. Decreased minimum damage from 36 to 34. Why are we nerfing weapons in the closed alpha? Wait for all of the weapons to be implemented to the game before we start nerfing and buffing. STG-44, one of the better weapons in the closed alpha. What happened to this one? Decreased maximum damage from 27 to 20, which means that it's no longer 4 bullets to kill but 5 bullets to kill. RIP TTK of Battlefield 5, already, before it even got to the beta. But now we spawn with 1 more magazines for the automatic weapons to compensate for the fact that we have to put more bullets into our enemies to end them. Great. You can also pick 1 more magazine from the resupplying stations. Convenient, but still. That's not how the game should be designed. And don't get me wrong here, because I know there is a whole hype train of hating on Battlefield 5 and ranting about the game in every single aspect, but I really enjoyed Battlefield 5 for what it was in the previous build. Or actually 2 builds, because I was fortunate enough to go to EA Play and play the first one called Pre-Alpha. And both of them were great. I know they were glitchy, there was tons of bugs and little problems with the game, not all of the features were implemented, but gunplay was actually something that felt on point in this game. It's not even a surprise at this point to learn that all of the weapons which got nerfed in this update or in this build of Battlefield 5 are the ones that caused the biggest outcry from the community. And I really don't mean to complain here, but seeing the marketing of Battlefield 5 and the fact that there is a radio silence from both EA and DICE about the game pretty much for the past month, none of the news are getting released, no updates are getting published, we are not getting any information, and the only thing we receive after pretty much a month of nothing, as I've mentioned, is article without any specifics, hidden on the forum that pretty much barely anyone is checking, instead of being posted on the main website, just in case someone would actually not like those changes and decided to refund their pre-order of Battlefield 5. Whoa, let's hide the article in the forums, they're not gonna notice it, they're not gonna cancel our money. Jesus, what are we even doing at this point? This isn't an honest behavior towards your customers, EA. It's not. And justifying it with saying that players who want more details can go to the second article, I've already said it. They won't even know they need more details, because they're gonna assume that all of the things are implemented in the initial article. And second, why can PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, all of those games, why can they have clear patch notes and Battlefield 1 can't? Or Battlefield 5 in this case. Why? What's the reason? Anyway guys, that would be it for this quite long update video that was supposed to be short. Let me know down in the comments what do you personally think about DICE releasing 2 different patch notes. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's not honest? Or maybe something else? And as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield.